Welcome back to the Parker County Beef Company, guys. Today I wanted to do a brief YouTube video, as much for me to get back in the swing of doing these longer form videos, but also to tell you guys some of the considerations that we've had to learn, some of the things that we've learned the hard way, and how we ship our beef nationwide every single week. This is probably a question I get asked most often from other producers, is how did you guys ever figure out how to ship your beef nationwide? And there's a long list of people that we need to thank, and I'll put those down here in the description who helped us get started. But we learned a lot of lessons the hard way ourselves as well. The first thing that you have to have in order to ship your beef nationwide is some form of website order taking software that gives you a little bit of flexibility or is designed to ship beef nationwide. We use a purpose-built kind of all-in-one platform, but you can also do this with a simple Shopify store, something like that. As long as you have a way to take orders, keep inventory, get customer shipping addresses, that's going to be the number one thing you need. You're going to want to make sure that whatever platform you're using integrates over into some form of label printing software. That's going to save you a ton of time. If you're planning on doing this even 3 to 4 boxes a week, if you were having to manually type in those labels, that would get very old very quickly. Ask me how I know. But you're going to need some kind of framework for customers to find you and to place orders. Now, what we do is we like to over communicate from the time the customer first interacts with us to the time that their order and their beef is delivered to their front door. So our website outlines not only our pricing and our shipping, but it also gives them an idea how the frozen shipping process works. There is a bit of an education component in there. One thing you have to consider when you're shipping frozen is that you can't necessarily ship on a Thursday or a Friday. If you're shipping UPS ground or FedEx ground, that package is not going to move Saturday and Sunday. So those, while they're working against you from a shipping standpoint, time in the box, you're not getting any credit for it. So you could ship it 1 day or 2 day delivery, but if you ship it on Friday, it's going to be in that box for 3 or 4 days. So key is ship early in the week. We ship every Monday. That lets us ship our 1 day orders, get there Tuesday, all the way up to our 4 day shipments get there on Friday. And that prevents the issues of having stuff sitting in a warehouse, thawing out somewhere over the weekend. You're going to want to make sure you have a reliable source of dry ice, or if you're just doing a 1 or 2 day ship, a reliable source of getting whatever your refrigerant is. If that's a cold pack or an ice pack, you want to make sure you have an easy way to get those back to you. So we're going to communicate, we're going to tell the customer goes and places an order. The next thing is people wonder, how do we actually ship it? We ship in these cooler boxes right here, if I can get this open. So your beef and your dry ice is going to come in this bag right here. We put the dry ice in, put it into the box, we pack all the beef in there, seal it up, put this in there, and then the cooler lid locks into the box. It's as insulated as you can get it. It's 1.5 inch polystyrene, up to 4 days in transit, no issues. And then we tape that up, put all the pretty stickers on it, ship it to your front door. And we took a lot of practice. It took a lot of practice to figure out the best combination of how to most economically get beef to people's front doors. This is what we have ended up on. So the actual beef has been sent at this point. We let the customer know that we've shipped it. If you're a customer, you can attest to this. As soon as I print a label, I send a text that says, hey, we shipped it. By the way, here's a link to track it. They're also going to get that tracking number straight to their email as soon as we click fulfill. And then we usually wait, and on Fridays, we'll send a big list of texts, checking in with everybody and making sure that they got exactly what they wanted. It arrived on time, it was nice and frozen, and that our customers are super happy. And if there are any issues, which is a rare occurrence, that also gives us an opportunity to interact with the customers, and if there's any issues, we can address those right then. We learned a lot in getting set up to ship frozen beef. It was not always perfect. We figured out the thing about the weekends. We figured out, do not print all your packing slips before, because one thing you have to consider is this box looks really empty, and it looks like, oh, we can fit a ton in there. But when you're fitting 3 days worth of dry ice in there, you lose about 40% of that box capacity. So I hope this gives you guys a good idea of kind of our thought process behind our shipping, how we do it, and hopefully you found something interesting in this video. Like I said, this is my introduction to getting back into doing more of these long form videos, both for us to have here in our store and to live forever and to live forever on the internet. So thanks very much, guys. If you're looking for great farm-to-table beef, you can check us out. We're a fourth-generation cattle ranch in North Texas, selling great beef at ParkerCountyBeefCompany.com, or come see us in person in Springtown, Texas. We'll see you guys next time.